Let's look a little further ahead. Saturday evening, this coming Saturday evening, the 9th Annual Manchester Jazz Fest is going to be happening once again, and I'm happy to have here on the show the founder, Dr. Ken Wichman, and the MC every year, Lorna, Diane Blackwill. She's got 30 years of radio broadcasting experience. She's the host of Mixed Bag of Jazz on WRTC at Trinity College. She also hosts Jazz Night Flight on Jazz Beats Radio and is at DRC over there on Blue Hills Avenue in Bloomfield doing drive time. A pleasure to meet you both. Glad to have you back here on the show. I think it was Matt Scott who interviewed you both, you last year, Doctor. Why don't you just start by talking to us about sort of the origins, why you decided to as you were telling me before, to bring jazz east of the river?
Yeah, I was designated to be a fundraising chairman for our synagogue, and I decided if I'm going to do it, I want to do it with something that I enjoy, not passing out plaques for dinners. And so that was the origin. I linked up with Alex Nekomovsky, who's a local jazz musician, and he has international acclaim as well. And we started to put this together. And so this is our 9th year.
Yeah.
And it's grown every year. The enthusiasm for it has grown. And last 2 years, we actually
you sold out Cheney Hall, right?
Sold out Cheney Hall before the opening act. So it's looking pretty good this year, but there still are tickets available.
Okay, yeah, we got to get the website, ManchesterCTJazzFest.com. We're also going to get that website up to Fox61.com so you can make it easy to go there and buy your tickets. Not just jazz, but a lot of local jazz flavor. Why don't you talk to us about who you have, Lorna?
Well, we'll have several graduates from the Greater Hartford Academy of the Arts and Hartford School of Music. So that local will bring in a lot of finesse, especially for the children involved too. So it's going to be really exciting. Very nice, quaint, intimate, environment. Yeah. And I think everyone will enjoy it, just like they did last year.
And granted, I'm sure you wouldn't be against moving to maybe a slightly bigger location if it continues to grow, but there is something about jazz that sort of requires an intimate setting. It's definitely not arena rock.
Yes, yes, definitely.
So how did you wind up getting involved?
Interesting enough, Drew Crandall, who is in charge of Keep in Touch, had reached out to me because I was doing jazz at WRTC, so he wanted to promote the show. And I said, sure, I'll do that, and came back and said, hey, we're looking for an MC. Would you be interested in doing the MC? And I was like, sure. So that's how it started, and that's how it's continued. So it's a blessing to be a part of this great organization and wonderful jazz ensemble.
Yeah, that is fantastic. I know we've got trios, quartets, quintets, everything you can imagine in there. Doctor, when's it going to start? What else do people need to know?
Doors open Saturday night at 6 o'clock. The program starts at 6:30. It's going to be a full night of jazz. We have 4 sets of music. Okay. We have Emmy-nominated trumpeter vocalist Benny Benack from New York. Right. With a renowned bass player and drummer and guitar player. We have locally Matt D. Champlain with a quintet, Andrew Wilcox with a trio, and opening will be a 7-piece group from University of Connecticut, the Yukon Jazz Ensemble.
Let's just say a septet then. Sort of every group you can imagine, and that is fantastic. A great place to come to, Cheney Hall. Great place to see a good concert there. Thank you both for taking the time to join us. A pleasure meeting you both.
Pleasure myself.
Okay, likewise. Thank you very much.
And continued success. Let's see if the 10th year can grow even bigger than the 9th year next year.